Philadelphia has been roiling in the past 2 days following the killing of an African-American man by the police. The city imposed a curfew after violence, protests, and looting. And now the city council has passed a bill which prevents the use of tear gas, rubber bullets, and pepper spray during protests. So will these measures help calm things down? Our next report finds out.
The United States of America continues to witness racial unrest triggered by repeated cases of police brutality. The latest one being shooting of a black man, Walter Wallace, in Philadelphia. The victim's family lawyer says that police officers who shot Wallace should not be charged with murder as they were not equipped to deal with a case of mental health crisis.
What other than death did you intend when you shoot a man, each officer, 7 times apiece? Now you'll hear from the first shot, and you'll see when you have the opportunity to review the video. From the first shot, it was almost instantaneous incapacitation. So I would say mission was accomplished on shot 1. They train you to be an assassin when the time calls for it. You have to use your discernment to figure out which time that is. It was not this time. However, those particular officers were only given a tool by which to assassinate. They were improperly trained and did not have the proper equipment by which to effectuate their job. They didn't have it. Now the hard decisions have to be made. So those are very sexy questions to ask. Do you think they should be charged? But here's the kicker. Does the chief lawman in our county, whose office is right behind us, does he think that? That is the question.
Lawyer Saka Johnson said that the footage of Wallace's shooting showed that he was dealing with a mental health crisis. The president of local police union has defended officers, saying they were working under a great deal of stress. The shooting sparked another wave of Black Lives Matter protests in Philadelphia and New York. Vigilantes, disguised as protesters, caused violence and looted stores.
Unfortunately, during the past week, the city has gone backwards, with rioting and looting that began in West Philly and spread to other parts of the city in reaction to the tragic death of Walter Wallace. Add to this the impending election next Tuesday, and you have a combustible cocktail. I want to be clear that we at the U.S. Attorney's Office support peaceful protests. Indeed, it is part of our job to protect First Amendment freedom. We take that responsibility very seriously. But violence is not speech.
After 2 nights of unrest, authorities were able to restore calm after a citywide curfew was announced. U.S. Election Desk, WION World is One.